Yeah. So as crime and violence continues to plague, the world, and Jamaica, just like anywhere in the world, the latest tragedy is that of a couple who were recently attacked, while in bed together. So a male and a female were severely injured, The male ended up losing his life while the female is currently in hospital, nursing wounds. According to reports, the male and the female were together in bed, and the ex-boyfriend, who was still not over his ex-girlfriend, barged into the house some way somehow. I don't know if he broke in. I don't know if they were sleeping so sound that they did not hear when someone was coming in. I don't know if he had a spare key, because sometimes some of these creepy guys, they will cut a spare key because they want to have access to the woman's home. They will basically clone cell phones so that they get messages. They will basically, if they have any internet or computer skills, if they're computer savvy, they will also bug the computers so that they can read their ex's emails. If messages go to their phones, they can read it from their devices and so forth. You have a lot of creepy men like that, and so it is quite possible that he is one of those persons who basically got a copy of her key, and as such he was able to sneak into the house without her knowing. Also, if they lived together in that house for a period of time, he would have also known how to get inside. If there's a loose window, he would know about it as the man or whatnot. So if it's the case where he didn't cut a key, he would still know how to get into the house without being seen. Anyway, he went into the house and he started chopping up his ex and chopped up the male counterpart also, and the scene was very bloody and disgusting, and I'm particularly pissed that they brought in this guy, because someone like this should not have had the privilege of going to the courthouse to be given a trial and to answer. Someone like this should be meted the same type of trouble that he placed someone under, the same type of scrutiny, the same type of punishment. Whenever a relationship is over, it is over. You can try to pursue the woman all you want, you can try to pursue the man all you want, but usually when someone has had enough, they have had enough. In some cases you can win your partner, but if you're pursuing someone for a prolonged period and they decide that they're not coming back, chances are it's not gonna happen. But the male ego is sometimes bruised, and yes, you have jealous females who kill men as well in a fit of rage, and kill women, because they're jealous. But like in most cases, I would say that men outnumber women who do these things, because the male ego and that embarrassment of losing your partner to another man is kind of emasculating, and sometimes some men don't want to take that L, but trust me, like, if you kill a man over a woman, please remember that you are going to regret it in the long run. So before you think of killing someone over a female or killing the female, just think about the fact that you are going to regret it. This is why I say you're going to regret it. I went through a relationship which I was very much in love with this girl, and when we broke up, I was hurt, I was distraught, I did not know that one day I would have ever been over that woman. I was broken down to my lowest point. And now, several years after, I am over this female and I am totally healed. I feel so embarrassed because of the way I was behaving at the time, and a while I allowed it to tear me apart. And so sometimes I think about it and I'm like, now that I feel so good and I'm over this female, what if I had done something stupid? What if I had hurt myself? What if I tried to hurt her and then I was convicted and is now sitting in jail facing 25 to 30 years to life. And I and by now I'm fully healed. I'm over this person, but guess what? The law doesn't care. They don't care about the fact that you are now over the person and you're healed, and you can move on with your life. You already made that mistake and you can never take it back. You know what I mean? So I would advise people that are going through a similar situation, you know what I mean, that heartbreak, that pain, you know what I mean, that pain that makes you feel like there's no hope for you. You feel hopeless. You feel like you don't want to live. You feel like you want to hurt someone. Trust the process. Go through the pain and allow healing to take its natural course. Because whenever you're healed, you are going to regret all the mistakes which you made when you were going through that point of pain. Someone told me that when I was going through my pain, and I didn't believe until I saw it myself. You know what I mean? And so, all of you men that are killing women because you're jealous, or you're in this fit of rage, and all of you women who are killing other women over men, or hurting yourselves over a partner, allow yourself to heal. Do not do anything stupid. Do not make emotional decisions, because you are going to heal one day, and whenever you heal, you are going to regret the stupid things that you made. Some stupid things in extreme cases, cannot be erased and cannot be corrected. And they'll be in your psyche forever, and lives would have been impacted forever. So I wouldn't advise you to make any irrational decisions. Speak to friends. Speak to people who are willing to listen. And I would advise also friends, listen to your companions, your besties, your associates whenever they are going through emotional pain. Emotional pain is just as serious as physical pain. Listen, and do not pretend like you know it all. Do not shrug them off as being idiots or as being soft, or whatever. Be a listening ear and be a shoulder for them to lean on. When they're going through things like those, because trust me, the mental aspect of a human being is very fragile. It's just a tick away from going completely south. Yeah, man, it's just a tick away from going completely south. A person is just a tick away from going completely crazy. So listen, provide a listening ear, provide good advice, and be considerate and be compassionate. If you're not compassionate, shut your mouth. But do not rubbish persons as being idiot. Do not call people soft and all of those things, and you're too weak and whatnot. Do not do things like those, because you may just push them over the edge, and then we will see more situations like this. R.I.P. to the man that lost his life. I'm out.